Good evening and welcome to another edition of Nightfall in Amsterdam. Today we're doing a social. It's going to be all mages. It's going to be at the Sunken region. Samantha will be sitting there waiting for people to show up.
Ekta is going to go up to the counter and place an order for steamed broccoli and grilled chicken breast and I don't think they would have rice curry here. And just, like steamed brown rice. Simple, basic, to the point. And a glass of water, and head on over to Samantha. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there. I finally got to meet Alvaro's leader. I think she approves of me.
Well, that's good.
She seemed really pleased with me. She said something about a war that I know nothing of. So, well, let's just go ahead and say that training and meat.
Oh. So you're going to get involved then?
I may not have a choice. If things go the way that I think they're going, I'm going to have children.
Oh.
I'm not going to leave my children undefended.
Are you having them soon?
I don't know. It's not really been talked about. I mean, I'm going to start plotting cycles.
Oh. Okay.
And it usually takes about 2 years to let a woman's body get fully prepared for the process. Pregnancy tends to take a lot out of somebody. I mean, there are ways around it.
Oh boy.
And on that note, a woman comes in. Her face is all aglow right now. She has a leather jacket on that's buttoned all the way up to her neck, skirt, boots, leggings, and she's just kind of bouncing in, like occasionally talking into her jacket.
Does this look like Miranda at all?
Yes.
Or it does?
Yes.
And we've heard nothing from her in how many? 2 weeks?
Like at least a good 2 weeks, yeah.
Okay. Sides of her head still shaved and everything?
Yep. But she has her hair down, possibly covering it, maybe?
Samantha will get up as quickly as she can and kind of hug.
Hola, chica. It was good to hear from you. And she gives you a hug. She kind of keeps her chest a little distant from you. And you kind of hear a little grunt from her shirt. A bird-like grunt.
She will... Are you okay?
Oh, see, I am very good. How are you? You are walking better?
Yeah. It's getting there. I heard a bird?
I told you to be quiet. See, you did. And she'll unzip the top of her jacket and you'll see a small raven kind of perched right on the shirt between her cleavage. It's a raven, but it has a white chest.
Why do you have a bird there?
This was my present that I got from Gunnar.
Oh, okay.
I am letting him come out with me because I think we need to get out from the house sometimes. Though he has been very busy.
How come you were gone 2 weeks? Is everything okay?
Oh, Ekta, come on. I was talking to you both. Come on, over here. And she'll shoo her
Yes,
back
ma'am.
towards Ekta.
She'll go back over.
So, yes.
At this point, Draven will walk in. He's dressed in his normal attire. He looks kind of tired, but not bad because that's not how Draven rolls. And he'll see the group of people he knows and wander over.
Mental wave.
You guys private conversation or mind if I join?
I'll look over to Miranda.
I am not having a secret here. I think I have told most of you what I was planning, or possibly.
It was a success.
See. Oh, see.
So in 9 months, we're going to have a little one running around.
That is. I have a feeling that is not going to take that long.
It's not.
I could be wrong, but this is just a feeling I have.
You don't think there's complications, do you?
No, I can feel. How you explain that you feel that things are moving and changing inside of you without a reference point? I can feel it. And I think it's going a little faster than normal. Maybe I'm just very connected to what is happening because of the magic involved.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I am just hopeful.
Well, it'll come whenever it comes.
See.
And she'll hug her because I know I'm not exactly I'm happy that she's happy. I'm still having a little bit in the back of my head of I don't know what's going on here because this is really fast. But she's likely at this point like, well, maybe it's a duty like what she's learned about from the werewolves. So there you go.
And when she hugs you, there's a little squawk from between you.
Whoa.
Fine, I will let you sit on my shoulder. Will that make you happy? And you hear another little call, and she unzips her thing, and she puts her hand down, and he starts hopping up her arm until he's sitting on his shoulder.
Well, hi there, little fella.
This is Beowulf.
Well, nice to meet you, Beowulf.
He was the present that I say that Gunnar had gotten me.
Oh. Ravens are super intelligent.
See. And he just kind of picks at her hair on occasion and almost curls up under it. Yes, I know. That is why I wear the warm clothes today for you.
So that explains the style change.
See, it is easier to hide him when I am not wrapped in the fur cloak. Because people already look at me enough when I wear that. So I have convinced.
And a lot of places won't let you go in with them.
But I have talked to Gunnar and he agrees that I can step back and have more modern clothing. So it's make him happy, it's make the world happy, everybody happy.
And it makes your little Beowulf happy because he gets to come out and meet everybody.
See. If you want to go over and say hi, you can. I am not going to hold you here.
She'll hold out her hand. Like, palm facing toward her, thumb in, like she's giving him a perch, like she's offering it, not like she's shoving it up in his face, but like she's offering it.
And he kind of hops on her shoulder a minute and then just kind of with one boost kind of glides over and perches on your fingers.
She'll kind of bring her fingers back. Well, hello. Nice to meet you. To kind of look at the, the white on him, and you are quite a specimen.
He's one of his parents was actually Avalon's bird. She had a raven herself, but hers was the white one.
Oh,
And we have another dear friend who had a black one, and they had the mate and had an egg, and this is mine now.
well, he is quite beautiful. And she'll bring her hand back over towards your shoulder so that he can hop back on.
And he'll kind of flutter up and land on top of her head. Fine, I will be still and let you see there. And he's just like pulling strands of hair loose out of her hair. Not like pulling them out, but just so they're not nice and neat-ish.
Yeah, he's basically messing it up.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
But yes, because he's a little bird, and that's what birds do. But yes, I am pregnant, and we are having a baby, and we are very excited.
well, I'm excited for you.
I was even blessed by a spirit that I have been seeing since I ate the werewolf brain.
Mm-hmm.
And they have blessed this, and then they were gone. I have not seen them since.
Not to be prying, but wasn't this a werewolf brain that you went with air to kill?
No. This was one that Air would have liked to have killed, but Gonor got to him first, and Gonor ripped out his heart, and I used Gonor's sword to pry the skull apart, and I eat half of his brain. It was a very big brain, but I have his skull as a hat. I sometimes tease Gonor with.
Is it good to be eating that sort of thing?
I have visions, and I have seen a spirit woman. She said to take care of the mother and children. I did not realize she was telling me that I would be the mother and child.
She'll smile.
And she just kind of relaxes there, very happy, content look on her face.
I'm not in any way passing judgment, but from the conversations I've had since coming to town, is this just like a baby crazy area? Like everybody wants to have babies? I'm very confused. Because it seems like a lot of people I talk about, it's like that's the topic of conversation pretty constantly.
Who else is having the babies?
Well, I know there was joking push of Ekta having babies eventually here pretty quick. I know Lil Fang brings it up from time to time. Just
Who is this Lil Fang?
Another person I met around town.
I do not think I have met them.
I'm just curious.
It's not really a joking thing. She'll point to the chicken on her plate.
You are going to have babies? That is so exciting, Ekta.
I am thinking about it. We are literally, it's gone no further than he's kissed my cheek.
Yeah, I was going to say, but I don't understand how this is a conversation when he's gone no further than kiss your cheek.
Because it is his duty.
Okay.
And children are something that I wanted. As a matter of fact, I left a Samhain gathering because I was overwhelmed with the desire to have the family that I never was able to have.
Okay. I'm just curious. Like,
it's not a baby crazy thing for me. It's literally, I want a family. I have put off a family to go to medical school.
okay.
That's it's time. It's now or never. I'm 30 years old.
You're still young. You have many years. I am 35. And she doesn't look a day past like 24 at best.
She'll kind of confuse squinch, but she won't really say anything.
And my partner is sterile, so.
Well, you certainly do. You certainly are a very young-looking 35-year-old.
That is one of the gifts that I got from Avalon while we were together.
Well,
it must just be my 19-year-old brain talking to me. I apologize. I meant no offense.
It's fine. It's fine. It's part of that cycle. It's all part of the cycle.
Miranda's just staring at her belly.
So, Samantha, have they released you from physical therapy yet?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been working on my own a little bit.
Good, keep it up. It's about the only way that you're actually going to be able to withstand it. I mean, I know that it's painful. Sometimes sometimes it can seem like, your physical therapist is a sadist, but it's all.
What are you in physical therapy for?
I had surgery last month to fix my back and my legs.
She's actually able to walk now.
I have a silly question.
Okay.
Have you considered using your magics to make yourself more better at that, to help strengthen it faster?
I don't know enough about how the body works. I didn't want to play with it too much, but it was actually one of our lot that did so. He runs a clinic.
Mm.
And I'm exercising, and I'm going to have her teach me to use a sword and an axe. So
Those are very useful.
I'm pretty good with a sword as well, if you ever.
that'd be good.
I am better with my hands, but I am learning to use a spear.
I think I'm better with my hands as well.
I have found that some of my training with my hands I can actually use with this spear, so that's very helpful.
Has Vecta met Gunner yet?
No.
She may have seen him at the Samhain Festival.
He was wearing this shiny suit, right?
He came in with air. He had the white hair.
Okay, yeah.
I've seen him. I have not spoken with him.
I think he
That
gave
is
me
him.
rose water.
I am not sure. I just know that he gave me a flask of the delicious drinkings.
Ecta will nod, sitting over here thinking it's probably alcoholic, but she knows nothing about the alcohol.
Samantha looks a little grossed out. Are we talking about the one thing?
What one thing?
So look at Miranda.
I think so.
Anyway,
That is something I have meaning to ask you, Ekta. When are we going to go talk to the Akashis? Have we set up a meeting or anything?
Um.
Because I really wish we knew one to start with. That would make it much more simpler.
Okay. Heather is having trouble understanding that. I am so sorry.
She said, "Have we made a date to go see the Akashics yet?" And that she wished that we knew one because that would help make it easier.
Oh, Miranda, meet Draven of the Akashiana. Draven Bunny Akashiana.
Do you say he is a bunny?
Bunny.
No, like a hop bunny?
No, like BANI, like of the house of.
Oh.
Yes, I am Akashic.
That makes it so much simpler. So, Dreymansur, can you make a day for us to talk to your peoples? Please?
I will do my best. Yes,
Muchas gracias, señor.
no problem. What are you wanting to talk about? So I can let them know.
I think it's more about. Forgive, Miranda has been out of the loop. It's more what we are waiting for. Valkyrie to come and talk with all of us. What me, you, and Valkyrie are planning. It's
Okay.
about that. But we're taking the night off from that. I really would like to just put that aside and enjoy tonight and just pretend like we're just normal.
We can do that.
We are normal.
Miranda hops up and goes up to the bar. She glances back at the table, counting people, looks up to the bartender, orders something. They send out like a little tray of drinks with her. She comes back.
Gonna, like, as she's hopping up, kind of put one finger up, like, wait a minute. Not, you are carrying a child.
See, that's why I'm not having alcohol.
Okay, that is all I needed to hear.
And she still does the same thing. And she comes back, and there's 2 shots of alcohol. She sets one in front of Draven, one in front of Samantha. She has a little shot of water for her and Ekta.
Samantha will pick it up and sniff it.
It smells like paint varnish. Also known as like moonshine, Everclear. Very strong.
I've got a roll. Give me one.
But you wanted it all to look like water.
Is this able to be drank?
See?
Draven's already downed it.
Yeah, drinks it with no problem. And then he starts coughing, and then sorry.
Oh boy.
Ay caramba.
Okay, I got one. She'll drink it and cough a little after, and then hold her chest. It burns a lot.
See, I have to make sure that everybody has some burn going in their chest, since I will not be having it. And if she's going to be doing what I am doing, she's not gonna have it either.
Yeah, no, and not even in a time of war am I allowed it.
And she raises her shot glass of water and cheers Ekta.
She'll cheer right back.
And then she takes her shot of water.
How did Draven seem to handle his?
He went, drink it. And then, like, okay, that was good stuff.
You thought that was good?
No. Not at all. But I'm pretty sure after 2 or 3 more, it'll get better. But I'd rather have
I
food
can
right
go
now.
get you. I was going to say I can get you more.
Oh, no, it's
You said
okay.
if I want more, just
I'm not here to
collect
get
more.
drunk tonight. I was just coming to see people's.
And Samantha will dig into her bag and pull out like a soda and sip on it.
Yeah, soda's a bit more my style, my speed.
She pulls out one, slides it to her. It's an RC Cola.
They still
Out of
make
character,
those?
are you like in a are you in the South? Where's the moon pie? Sorry.
Pies are amazing. You want one, Miranda?
Somebody once told me that I am not supposed to have caffeine anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it technically speaking is a drug.
She'll dig, pulls out a Sprite, and slides it to her.
And she pulls it over and pops the cap. Takes a sip. Oh, I have not had this without alcohol in a very long time.
Why would you put alcohol on it?
Because it is a good way to hide your tequila.
Okay.
Or you can mix it kind of like you are making a margarita, but it makes it a little more lemony spice pop.
I've never had one of those.
I will go get you one. And she starts to stand up.
She shakes her head.
X is just gonna kind of almost facepalm, like, oh god.
What? Is there a problem? What, you do know one? Do you want two? I can bring you two. There's not a problem.
No,
I have plenty of money.
I'm fine. I got my soda. She holds it up.
I can have them mix that with the tequila.
I don't, but I've never tried that. And I mean, if you really
It's
want,
very good.
okay.
Miranda goes up and gets a glass. It's a tumbler. For those who are paying attention, she doesn't fill it about a quarter full of tequila. She comes back. She takes Samantha's drink, pours it in, hands it to her, sets the empty can down.
Since she put a quarter in it, was she trying to hide how much she was putting in it?
She didn't try and hide it. She poured it right in front of you. But...
Okay. She'll pick it up and sniff it.
It's not very much, so you shouldn't hardly even taste it.
She'll take a sip.
Says the alcoholic.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay.
It's not as bad as the moonshine. Not nearly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. She'll just kind of sit it there and smile after her sip.
So how is Samantha feeling? Like, is she's had a shot of moonshine, and now she's had like
a sip.
Yeah.
She seems okay right now. Just kind of slowly push it towards Drevin.
Draven will slowly pour it towards himself. And he'll sip at it. It is good.
If you didn't like it, you could have just said something.
It was fine.
If it was fine, he would not be drinking it.
He likes it more than me?
When a beautiful woman offers you a drink, you take the drink. Double guns. Pew, pew.
Give me a second. See if she gets that.
You know what? I miss Valkyrie. Where's Valkyrie been?
I haven't heard from her.
I do not see her nearly as often since I moved out of the cemetery.
I don't think I've seen her since time with Aaron when we were trying to get into somebody's house. Aaron wanted to set the place on fire.
Aaron always wants to set the places on fire.
I honestly think he'd burn the city to the ground if he could.
I don't understand that mentality. Like, I don't understand how he exists still with that mentality.
I am not entirely sure that it is him, because when I first met him, before his passing year, he still liked to kill people, but it was not the burn the city type thing. That is very much his passenger. And this passenger really likes my ass.
What?
Oh, he's being ridden by something called Surtur.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know spirits thought of, but that makes sense. Okay. She just kind of turns a little red and just nods and will pull a water out of her bag and start sipping it.
But yes, he's sort of thin person. He likes my ass.
Well,
Turns a little red again.
I haven't had him be that forward with me.
I was a bit more liberal before Abalone left.
I remember. I met you shortly after she left, I think.
See,
You were awfully tore up about her.
I was, but it has actually faded. I do not even feel the pain of it anymore, which I was very surprised about. But after talking with Gunnar, I am not as surprised. If you know this is what I mean.
Okay. I mean, that's part of the reason why we were so concerned, was because it seemed like you were replacing one relationship with another. And I mean, but it seems to be working out for you.
See, very well.
And Gunner, I don't know much about Gunner. I don't know if I've heard about him much.
He's a very tall man. He has the white hair, beard, a mustache. He is very good built. He's very good looking. He has a wild ruggedness to him, which is kind of fun. Plus, he is a very influential person here in the city. Probably one of the two most powerful peoples.
So is he like one of our people?
Manta shakes her head.
Miranda looks like she's contemplating. I do not think so, but he does understand ritual on magic. I do not think he works with it the way we do. But he has had very many years to practice.
Interesting.
So
Didn't you say he was something like 800 years old?
It had been 100 years since he had taken a woman to his cabin.
So is he one of the 800 years? Well, he's not one of No.
It does not really matter. We are happy. We are having a family. Life is good.
Good. That's all that matters. Wait, didn't you say he was sterile? Like literally just half an hour ago?
See? He's
So, how are you having children with him?
I know a lot of magic when it comes to the body.
Interesting.
Makes sense. So, you said margaritas are good?
See?
I'll try one if you want.
Do you have a preferred flavor or you just want a straight?
Oh, strawberry.
Strawberry?
Pero un momento. She gets up and kind of bounces up to the bar and waits for him to make a strawberry margarita, which is basically a strawberry daiquiri but with tequila instead of rum. And she comes back, and it's kind of a little fishbowl cup. There's salt around the rim, a lime, and she sets it down and slides it right in front of Samantha. And then she'll sit down.
She'll kind of examine it and sip it. She's gonna like that because, yep.
I know I'm a little bit late, but this is the first time that I'm really seeing you guys since the holidays. Happy Gurd Prob. It's the celebration of the 10th Sikh Guru.
Well, happy. How you say it?
Gurpurab. I'm probably butchering this.
Oh, thank you. Same to you.
Samantha nods.
And Miranda will do her best to replicate that because I don't know that I can at the moment.
Hold on. Out of character. Hold on a second. Let me actually give you the word that I'm trying to say.
Gurpurab?
Probably. Like I said, I'm probably butchering it.
Did you do anything? Well, what do you do for the celebration? Do you do anything for it?
Me or Ekta?
Both.
I
Everyone.
generally don't. I'm so far from home, and I have no living family that I know of. I was moved and bounced around from foster home to foster home. There's nothing really. I mean, I go to the good water and I do seva. That's
Miranda reaches over and takes Ekta's hand, if she'll let her,
she will.
and lets her finish talking.
And there is just seva because we're not remembered for what we take, we're remembered for what we give. And I have an obligation, a sacred duty, if you will.
Well, know this. You have a family. Even if it is just me. You are not alone.
I think you're special as well, and I'll be here for you if you need.
Samantha will nod.
So that's kind of why I'm
Eager for a family?
Yeah. it almost doesn't seem real. It almost seems too good to be true that I'm even thinking about this.
That is sometimes some of the best moments when you see that the magic that life has to offer without having to work for it, when it just manifests on its own.
Yeah. He's a really special guy. He really is.
So tell me about him, because I have only seen him that one night and he kind of disappeared.
He travels a lot.
Mm.
He travels a lot.
You say that?
He wants to take me around Europe.
That is so sweet of him.
I just need to sit there and actually clear out the time for work.
Well, I am fairly certain you have not taken a day off in forever, so you should have plenty of time to take the times to go see these things with him.
Yeah, for a tradition that ends up getting the brunt of the we're nothing but psychopathic killers, we are pretty disciplined.
You see, you always say that, and it's like I always the first thing it thinks is like you say psychopathic killer, like it's a bad thing. At least you're not trying global
Burn down the
genocide
city?
or blow up a city or something. I mean, it's so much worse.
Yeah. We had
I
an
would take
issue.
I would take a good serial killer over that any day.
Yeah, we had an issue with one of our archmages going mad and falling.
Downstairs?
No, like Naraka falling.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. He literally wanted to break the cycle.
Isn't that like your whole thing, though?
It is. And we are not above hunting our own if they go completely and totally crazy like that.
Yeah, usually it's my tradition and hers that do that.
Hunt each other down, or just the graves?
No, he took a good number. He literally drove them down a very, very wrong path. House Helikar. And we lost many. Trying to write that.
Well, I'm glad it did not take more.
He was completely and totally... Here's the thing, though. He had already died. And here he was afraid of his own mortality. That is the stupidest thing for one of us to be afraid of.
You're afraid of dying after you have died?
Exactly.
Actually, I can understand that. That would actually make a lot of sense for some of these people I know.
I mean, you just come back.
Miranda just holds up 3 fingers and just kind of taps her chest.
And I'm just gonna giggle. Kind of tap 3 fingers on the table in front of her. Just giggle. But no, he wants to take me to see the Eiffel Tower. He wants to take me to Germany. He wants to take me. He's even promised to come with me to the States. Let me go back to my old alma mater.
Hey, Samantha, what kind of food do you like?
I like
One
all
more time.
kinds of food.
All right, I'll be right back. Draven gets up and goes and orders a couple things to eat.
This is really good.
Yep.
I
That's
totally
why
told you.
Draven's going to stuff some food in her face. Last thing we need is a drunken Samantha.
What do you do with the drunken Samantha? What do you do with the drunken Samantha?
Make sure she gets home safe.
It's the most horrifying thing ever.
Why do you think I was asking? So, how does Samantha feel right now?
She looks like she's probably buzzed.
God.
I've been to Boston before. It was really nice.
What did you do in Boston?
Just stayed around with my family for a little while. Not much.
I went to medical school at Sanford. It's over on the West Coast.
That must have been
Miranda
nice.
puts her hands in the air like, oh yeah.
Although I think Alvaro is going to hunt someone down whenever we get there.
I went to. I'm from Japan.
I would not have guessed that.
My parents were military from America before they passed away. Well, my mom was. My dad is something different.
Something different?
Yeah, my dad's it's called a Shinigami.
I'm not familiar with this.
An angel of or a death god, a Japanese death god.
Samantha nods.
Ah. So he is like an incarnation of Shiva?
Or Shiva's an incarnation of him. It all depends on how you look at it.
That's all odd.
I mean, with no insult intended, of course.
None taken.
With philosophy, it's a little weird what spirits started what, and it all, and in the end, they've taken on their own personas, you know.
Absolutely.
But yeah, yeah, she was visited in the night and then died in childbirth, and then the monks took me in, and I lived in a monastery until I came here.
So are you a virgin?
Yes.
She kind of
I think
glances
that's
over at Samantha.
Samantha does not seem to be paying attention and is fiddling with the rim of her cup.
And Ekta's jaw's just going to drop like, why are you asking this man this?
And she seems to be contemplating.
Because he is not the only one at this table?
Yes, but there's more to life than, well, that.
See, but neither one of them has experience that they're both young. They could both use a good time. You do not think that they both need to release the stress?
I think that that's up to them. I think that if they like each other well enough, that maybe if, you know, they, for lack of a better term, smell right to one another. You
Well,
know,
she
like,
would not have sex with me, so I do not know who she kind of wants to have sex with.
Mine?
So I'm trying with everybody.
Kind of snaps out of it.
He's getting a little red-faced, so he gets up to go check on the food. Good job chasing Draven away. He was fine answering the question, but then he had to keep going.
She drank half of it, and she'll slide the rest toward where Raven was sitting. I think I should be done now with that.
yeah, I think you're done now.
Draven comes back with burgers and fries and ketchup. and puts a plate in front of, or puts a basket in front of Samantha.
Oh, thank you.
That'll help absorb some of the alcohol in your system.
You did not bring hot sauce? Salsa?
No.
¿Por qué?
What?
Why?
No. Oh, why? Because I don't normally. Do you want hot sauce? He looks at Samantha. Do you want hot sauce or salsa?
Give me 1 second.
He looked really confused for a second, like, oh, I've been enjoying the fact that I can eat food like this and it's not rice and fish.
Oh. I'm going to have to make you something then.
I like food. I've been enjoying trying new things. I won't lie.
Sure.
Okay. I go get hot sauce. I don't know if they have salsa here, but I'll get hot
Probably
sauce
not.
at least. I feel like every restaurant has hot sauce. I don't know why, but that's just how it is in my area. so I got back with hot sauce. Or people pull it out of their shirt pockets.
Ecto probably, I mean.
Gracias, Timmy. She takes it.
Oh, there's soda. He brought a soda also.
Thank you.
Yeah. They didn't have RC Cola if they had. I got you something called Mr. Pibb. I don't know what that is.
Oh, God.
Gracias, Tibi Valde. She takes it.
Why do people keep thinking I speak other languages?
Starts.
I'm still waiting for you to teach me Latin, chica.
I can. When do you want to start?
Whenever. I am going to have a lot of time being restful, so studying a new language will be good. I mean, I
Okay.
just learned Old Norse.
I'll start making like alphabet stuff and association and whatnot. And then you want to
I
start
have
coming to my
books
house?
that
Okay.
are reading in Latin.
Do you want me to translate them for you, or would you rather do that yourself when you learn?
No, you just teach me to read by reading the books.
Okay. I can do that.
If you don't mind, I would love to get in on a class like that. I would love to learn something new.
Sure.
And I like spending time with y'all, so.
Miranda kind of gets a conspiratorial grin.
Let's see if I understand that. Actually, let's do this. Hello?
Hi.
No.
She seems oblivious. Are you okay? She'll look at Miranda.
See?
You have an interesting look on your face.
I am just happy, chica.
Okay. She'll kind of glance at Acta.
I wonder if I can learn Latin in a month and a half, like I learned the Old Norse.
That's quite a feat.
Did you use magic?
No. You know, that would probably make it much faster even. Why had I not seen that? Gracias, I will have to remember that.
She starts eating.
Ned Raven's munching on food.
It's kind of bobbing her head as she's eating.
Miranda reaches over, takes the hot sauce, sprinkles some on a french fry, and then takes the french fry and eats it.
Samantha?
Hmm?
You're not driving anywhere.
I don't drive.
She can barely walk. You think she's going to drive? And if need be, I can walk her home.
Okay.
Trust me, I am very not going to be hurt if somebody tries bullshit.
You are carrying around two now.
I think I only have one. I do not know if I have two. I am not prepared for two yet, so I will have to consider this.
No,
But I am very. She pulls out the knife off of her belt. See, and she kind of pokes it into herself, and the skin just kind of bends and doesn't pierce.
Hmm.
I am very resilient right now.
She'll nod.
No, I was just thinking of a song I like. That's all.
What song is that?
Hall of the Moon by the best band in the world,
Which is?
and the
Queen?
Water Boys.
Who are Water Boys?
They're a Scottish rock band. They're
I
amazing.
have never heard of these.
Oh, she pulls a CD out of her purse and slides it to her.
She looks down at it, then looks up at Samantha, looks down at it, looks up at Samantha, slides it back. It is probably better if you play it for me when I come visit.
Okay. She put it back.
I will be right back. I have to use the restroom. And Draven gets up and wanders off.
So that his player can get up and wander off. I know this trick.
She'll continue eating.
Let's see, I had to make sure that I was very resilient for the ritual. Because let me tell you, I am pretty sure I would have been ripped in the halves.
Well, why?
Because
During
both
sex.
men. Yes, see, during sex.
Oh, she turns red and just kind of looks back to her food and goes back to eating.
Ah.
They were very big. Granted, Marcus is not as big as Gunnar, but they are Gunnar is more than enough on his own, especially like that.
Just keeps
Like
eating.
that.
Keeps being red and keeps eating.
He is very long, and she gestures, and it's probably over 2 feet.
Ekta's just going to kind of cover her mouth like, what in the hell?
And it's about this big around, and she kind of gestures to her forearm.
Just keeps eating. Keeps eating. Still red. Keeps eating.
She doesn't know what to say. I mean, literally, it's just like, what? Because
Marcus
this
was
is,
only like 2/3 of this size, so he was not nearly as bad. But I was prepared, so I made myself very resilient.
I mean, it.
Keeps eating.
I am fairly certain while it was happening, they were both through the cervix.
Wait, both?
And that is a pain I was not expecting to have until childbirth. I take that back. I have had it before. The first time he was in there, I was a bit surprised, but that session was something different.
Keeps eating. Keeps eating. Face red. Keeps eating.
Ekta's just looking confused AF because this is.
Which group is Arbaro human or is it one of the groups in the city?
He is supernatural. Anything beyond that, you would need to talk with him about.
Has he mentioned anything? Do you ever see him in the daytime? That will help solve this problem.
Well, yes.
Okay, so he's not a vampire. And she kind of licks her.
He sometimes whenever I am leaving work, will go off someplace, and I'm usually so exhausted that all I can do is sleep. And so he watches me sleep about 17 hours. And then we'll get up and we'll go to the movies, or we'll go out to dinner, or we'll go out for a walk. And I mean, but he's picked me up morning time, nighttime. I mean, because it's either going to be 7 p.m. or 7 a.m. that I'm off of work.
That is plenty of information. I am pretty certain that if he's not one of us, and he's definitely not a vampire, then he has to be a werewolf. Has to be. There is no other options.
Javen makes his way back.
So if he is that, they have a shape that is like the movie, like big raw kind of thing. She would make like fake little like scary claw maneuvers with her hands.
Like the LARP I'm monstrous move.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And in that form, they can become aroused still, and that
Samantha turns red, looks back to her food.
that gets
What did I walk in on?
It's sex conversation again.
very big. Lube is your friend, so is magic. Just saying.
Okay.
I'm prepared because I was not prepared.
Okay.
Granted, Gunnar is like a giant of a man, but
She slides the remainder of the margarita that you're having. There's half of it left.
I will work on the margarita. How did you like the sandwich?
It's really good.
she scarfed it down. I was surprised to see her eating so fast.
She makes no comment and just continues munching on fries and the sandwich. Yep. But does anybody have anything of note? If not, we can call it a scene here.
Not particularly.
No,
Randall,
not
make sure that
particularly.
Samantha gets home safe.
Okay. She seems to appreciate that.
No, I am basically headed back to the house so I can get ready for the next, my next on call night. Woo!
All right, well, thank you for the scene.
No problem.
Yay!
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching.
For big